Your first $10,000 is the hardest money you will ever make. Not because it takes the longest, not because it requires the most skill, because nobody tells you what actually happens once you cross that number. And nobody tells you the specific mistakes that keep most people stuck below it for years. Most people never get there. Here's why. I'm going to change that today. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why your first $10,000 is different from every dollar after it, and the exact 4-step path to get there faster than you think. Most people set goals like, I want to be a millionaire, or I want to be debt-free, but almost nobody sets the goal that actually matters most at the beginning, $10,000. Here's why this number is different from any other. Studies on wealth accumulation consistently show that people who reach $10,000 in savings or investments are 4 times more likely to reach $100,000 than people who never crossed that threshold. Why? 3 reasons. Reason 1. The habit is proven. Getting to $10,000 means you've successfully built the saving and investing habit over time. That habit, not the money, is what carries you to $100,000. Reason 2. Compound interest becomes visible. Below $10,000, investment returns feel invisible. $500 earning 8% is $40. Easy to ignore, but $10,000 earning 8% is $800 in a year. Real money you can see and feel. Reason 3. Your relationship with money changes. Something psychological shifts when you see a comma in your savings account. You stop thinking like someone who is broke. You start thinking like someone who is building. Here's what financial channels, books, and advisors almost never tell you about getting your first $10,000. Secret number 1. The first $10,000 takes longer than every $10,000 after it, and that's completely normal. Your first $10,000 might take 18 months. Your second might take 9. Your third might take 6. This isn't because you're getting smarter. It's because compound interest is finally working for you instead of against you. Most people quit during the first $10,000 because it feels slow. They don't know the slow part is the only slow part. Push through the slow part. It's the only slow part. Secret number 2. The biggest threat to your first $10,000 isn't a bad investment. It's a lifestyle reset. Most people, when they get close to $10,000, something happens. They need a new car. An unexpected expense hits. A vacation feels earned, and they dip into the savings. Then they have to start over. Getting to $10,000 is only half the battle. Keeping it is the other half. This is why your emergency fund must come first, completely separate from your wealth-building savings. We covered this in video number 01. The 3-bucket system. If you haven't built that emergency fund yet, that's your first $10,000 goal. Secret number 3. The speed depends almost entirely on one thing: the gap between income and spending. Not your income, not your investment returns, the gap. A person earning $2,500 with $500 in monthly gap builds wealth slower than a person earning $2,500 with $1,000 in monthly gap. Same income, different gap, different timeline. Here is the exact 4-step path. Follow these in order. Don't skip steps. Step 1. Know your current gap number. Take your monthly take-home income. Subtract your total monthly expenses: rent, food, transport, subscriptions, everything. What's left is your gap. If your gap is $0 or negative, your first job is not to save. It's to widen the gap, cut expenses, increase income, or both. Nothing else matters until you have a positive gap. If your gap is $200 or more, you're ready. Move to step 2. Step 2. Protect the goal with a separate account. Open a high-yield savings account completely separate from your checking account. Name it $10,000 goal or first 10,000. Give it a name. Make it real. This account is untouchable. Not for emergencies. That's what your emergency fund is for. Not for vacations. Not for anything until it hits $10,000. Step 3. Automate your gap. Every single payday, whatever your monthly gap is, even half of it, automate it to your $10,000 account on payday before you see it, before you can spend it. If your gap is $400, automate $200. Conservative and sustainable beats aggressive and abandoned every time. Step 4. Find one gap widening move per month. Not a revolution, one move every month. Cancel one subscription you forgot about. $15 more per month. Sell something you don't use. One-time boost. Pick up one extra shift. $100. Negotiate one bill lower. $20 per month. Each move is small. Together, over 12 months, they can double your gap without changing your lifestyle in any meaningful way. Let me give you a real timeline based on your actual gap so you know exactly when you'll get there. If your monthly gap is $100, you reach $10,000 in 8 years. Too slow. Widen the gap first. If your monthly gap is $200, you reach $10,000 in 4 years. Still slow. One gap widening move per month can fix this. If your monthly gap is $400, you reach $10,000 in about 2 years. Getting better. If your monthly gap is $600, you reach $10,000 in 17 months. This is where most people in their 20s can realistically get. If your monthly gap is $850, you reach $10,000 in just under 1 year. Your $10,000 timeline is entirely in your control. And here's what happens the moment you cross $10,000. The first $10,000 is the only one that feels like pushing a boulder uphill. After that, the hill starts to flatten. 3 mistakes will send you back to zero. Know them now. Mistake number 1. Using your $10,000 account as an emergency fund. Medical bill hits, you dip in. Back to $3,000. You need 2 separate accounts. Emergency fund for emergencies. $10,000 account, untouchable. Period. Mistake number 2. Lifestyle inflation when your income goes up. Raise arrives. New apartment, new car, dining out more. Gap stays the same. $10,000 takes just as long. Remember, 50% of every raise widens the gap always. Mistake number 3. Stopping and restarting. One missed month isn't one lost month. It's every dollar of compound interest that month would have generated forever. Reduce in hard times. Never stop entirely. Slow is fine. Stopped is the only real failure.